Do you guys want to hear the story of how me and my wife met? It was quite a number of years ago that we met, and I actually met my wife saving her life. Not a joke. She probably could have died, and I saved her life, and that's how we met. And it is not a life debt. Don't get me started on that. It's not a life debt. It was me and my friends. We were going to a water park. So we were going there. It was like summer break. I was out of university at the time, and Six Flags. Yeah, it's like Six Flags, right? In the US. And what happened was there's this giant ride where you sit in a ring, and it's 4 people. So it's got like 4 slots in this blow up kind of rubber ring thing. And you sit in it at the top, and what you do is you go down a chute, and then it's a giant funnel that's laying on its side. So you go all the way down and you shoot up the other side of the funnel, and you go back and forth like a skateboarding ramp kind of thing until you go back down the end of the funnel, and then you get off the ride. It's one of those ones. It's massive, like, I don't know, like 15 stories high. I don't know, it's huge. Oh, you have that one of those at Whitewater? Yeah, okay, it's like one of those, right? And what happened was the lifeguard at the top, when we were getting in, we all sat in. I sat in with her, and 2 of her friends were there. And the guy's like, hold on, when you get in, hold on. And she was like, oh yeah, okay. So she held on to the side of the ride because there was a handle there. There was a handle on the ride, but that wasn't on the raft. What he went to say was hold on to the raft, which are like 2 little handles when you sit in your seat. But because there's this great big handle on the ride, she was holding on to that. And we all got in, and the guy pushed us off, but she was holding onto the ride and not onto the raft. So we went flying off, and she let go because the force of the water behind us sort of pushed her away. So she wasn't in the 4-person donut thing. There was only 3 of us in there, and she came shooting down afterwards. And what happened was we went down in the raft, and I looked over my shoulder. I could see her by herself flying down at top speed through the loop, and she shot up right up the top of the flume thing, and of course gravity kicked in, and at the top, because she wasn't in a ring, she just came flying down like over the ride, through the thing. And as she was flying, I caught her in the air, mid-air, and it just so happened, this is no joke, it just so happened that at that point in time is when they take the photo of the ride, of you on the ride going, woo, They took the photo then, and we went to the photo booth afterwards because we were like, oh, shaky, and I was trying to get her onto the raft afterwards so she wouldn't go flying out anywhere else. And we got down the bottom, and the lifeguard just looked at us, and she was like, you right? You right there? We're like, yes, she almost died. God, yes, we're okay. Everyone's fine. So that's what happened. And we went to the place where they processed the photos, and we were like, we want that photo. We were on the ride at this time. We want that photo. And they're like, no, we can't sell that to you. We're like, what? Why? It's like, well, because, someone always died on it. And we're like, yeah, I know, it was us. Look, it's us from the photo that almost died. And they're like, they just folded it up and just sort of slipped it. They couldn't sell it to us, but they gave it to us. And this is the photo. This is the photo. So this is my wife here. She had just come flying down from up above the top thing, and that's my head. That's my head there, and I caught her. See, I'm holding on to her, and she had just come flying back over me, and I grabbed her like this, so she wouldn't fly away from me. But yeah, this is the place, and they weren't going to. Yeah, they didn't want to sell it to us. That's what happened, and that's how I saved her life.